Has the dragon come out to play? Rejoice, O warm the mist and fury, for I have a feast of stone gift for thee.
It has been a long time, O creature of the night.
That it has been. And might I say, you look a little worse for the wear. Fortunately, my little gift is here to aid you.
You insult me with a human girl as a tribute.
I'm only 24, you filthy worm.
Oh, but she's an Artisan Steward of Barnabas. One of such beauty and talent, if given the tools to bring her creations to life.
I have faced many trials and tribulations due to crimes and accusations that I've not committed. And now, I am forced to wander through the wilderness.
I have heard that many of our brethren are persecuted just for displaying what the Maker designed all to be.
You've come to mock the one who created this land as well as my solitude.
Mock? On the contrary, wasn't it taught by those of the Maker long ago that trials and tribulations shape and form us based on experience, damage, and scars given to us? I could have sworn.
They were taught such things to trust in the Maker with steadfastness, in pursuit of perfection and contentment. Yet you, creatures of the night, are a friend of the world. The world outside of Nyarb.
I used to be of another world, yes. But my people chose one path, and my sister and I had chosen something in contrast. But we interact with this world since it was granted access to us. The meek shall inherit over the ages. I've seen men falter to their demise in order to protect the riches that meant nothing to the people.
Silence! I do not have time for this. Why do you insult me with this woman as an offering on this night of serenity?
Oh, thank your...
Quiet, wretch! Do not speak to a being of immune power with such filth of a mouth that your sire gave you. I must apologize. Oh, Ancient of Days, for this human's generation and many others before and after were brought up into a compromising way. they've become spineless. Compared to their ancestors cycles ago.
That still doesn't answer the question. Why keep this human awake? If only to pass her on to me as a burden.
I only heard through the veins of the upside-down branches, roots that you require a shield maiden. If not a damsel to keep you company, one who was the steward's, one that understands things beyond the average man's understanding of the world beyond. And with the tunnel, this is also the one who brings laid a true within only the light of the sun and the wit she possesses.
This one belongs to a line of contempt for my people. Why should I just accept her and take her like an arranged bride?
Yes, but such a prize is worth keeping, is she not? She may aid you in guiding her to the larger cities for a better hunting ground. Come to think of it, I am surprised that you roam in this small cesspit of a forest over cities like the capital.
This forest has no wards. No restraints on the roads and highways to the cities and towns where they wish to claim their turf.
They, my lord?
Their powers have grown exponentially since their exile.
You mean to tell me that... This is a tale worth injuring my rib! You allowed some wilder wretch to cast you from your own domain!
They touched my mind and body, seeing where the entrances to worlds beyond the barriers and walls that the tacklers and stewards tried to keep those from entering.
The more reason why you need this girl. Sure, her tongue needs to be riddled, but she is disregarded by her own.
By her own.
Like a poor wretch sickened and alone. She was discarded and forgotten by those who promised to help her, only to be punished to a corner over a man finer than her. Oh, it must be hard seeing so many humans begging and pleading for relief and resources. And you were forced to say, "Go be filled and warm."
I had other matters to oversee first on the essence needed.
Yes, I know. Essence is the only priority to the widow saps and the little rugrats who with no one to take them in after forces beyond their control took their parents. If I recall correctly, weren't you supposed to be a watchdog for the vaults? I expected so much from your kind. But to cast out by the stewards and the ticklers, and all because guarded knowledge was snatched and taken right under your very sulfur-coated snout. Must be pretty embarrassing for you. Oh, ancient of the days, to take the position of being judged over the poor wretches who are inherited with the goats, or are drowning in their selfish desires with no wealth to exchange.
Confidence born of ignorance. Even a drake's heart can see that favoritism is the bane of those who have a singular preference. As you said, people prefer the famed and rich in order to gain more and more and more. Are they the ones who oppress the poor and take away, only to see the wretched grovel at their feet as a means to seek favors? If they thought of others with a sickness of clouded minds, the Maker will not show mercy in kind. You humans make my kind look more like lambs.
If your kind is so powerful and righteous, show me your works apart from your...
Silence!
Still your hand. I want to answer this human's question. One cannot survive without the other. Nor can one say one thing and do a contrast of a command. No more than when you held an ale in one hand and the tea from the other. If one says don't kill and don't commit adultery, yet if they did one and not the other, that is as spoiled as a pig's carcass.
But it can merge one from another.
What?
Didn't the one known as Cassandra the Scarlet save the spies when she and her house saved those who during the War of the Second Age? She was justified by her works because of her newly merged faith in the Maker. The Fulfiller himself mentioned that the founding father of all the nations of Nearb and the people tribes were saved after he offered his son for a sacrifice, only to be stopped in the process by one of those the Maker sent, claiming to be the latter's friend. So, if I asked to be separate from one from the other, how is one to know what is the truth of the faith of the Maker? Why are you laughing now?
I am laughing because faith without follow-through actions, promises you cannot keep, are no more than a lie. It is a slap in the face towards your Maker. The real faith moves and destroys barriers that seem impossible. You only think of yourself and your struggles, my dear. But a person who expresses such and does the nothing is considered like those, as mentioned, who wish you well and do nothing, even when sick and hungry. Laziness of such is what kills you in the end. Nice and slow.
I'm tired of this game of fire and swords coming from each of your mouths. Even your kind, next to the humans, destroys cultures, lands, kingdoms, and creatures of all sorts with the words your tongue wields. So simple and small, yes, but like a ship's rudder, the smallest parts are the most dangerous to control. Like my breath, the tongue can burn, kill and destroy. All creatures, including my kind, can be tamed. But the tongue's words never have and never will be tamed. Thanks to the tools of the mind and heart from your mouths.
You speak with such bitterness, O Lord of Mist and Fury. Tell me, since we were on a rabbit trail for a long while, you were about to express to us what brought you into the wilderness so long ago.
I was tired and frustrated, watching the stewards and tacklers try to love the maker and the people. Yet, the want for control is a desire known to.
I'm sorry. I must have had a wax within my ear. But wasn't there supposed to be a following of a great command? To love as yourself, and to seek and to save those in turmoil?
Tell me, human, what causes contentions among you and your stewards?
I see the division amongst one another based upon battling ideals of what to do and what to say and act accordingly without compromise. Divided afflictions, in all honesty. Some love wealth, others purpose, power, direction, and try to have it on the level playing field that they desired.
And that is why my kind calls you adulterous species. Why is that?
Because we are to set in what is thought and not to be merged with those who are against our fundamental ideals. The proud are seen as scoffed, yet the humble are admired and praised in all the songs and tales for generations to come.
Yet your passions without such ideals only brand you a friend of the void's father below. Resist and the influences will flee, and temptations will not be tested to you by the Maker.
Now wait just a clock tick. That... Oh, that's rich.
Even I'm at a loss for words. Explain yourself, wretch!
Even a child knows that the Maker isn't the real starter, nor the one responsible. And yet, he's always to be blamed for every misfortune or circumstance that an individual is placed in outside of their control, just as you blame the Maker for whatever was sent to sabotage you and used you for desires.
Silence! The sister thief used a powerful spell to distract me with a scent that consumed my lonely heart. And when she cornered me, she took some of my essences after she removed the facade. And when she was finished, her kinsman sibling took the essence that was guarded fiercely for all the cycles and dwindled without a trace.
Classic pretty female diversion. At least it wasn't gold or jewels that lured you out.
Do you think your gestures will display intelligence towards your elders, young pup?
Well, come to...
Silence, you quilling imp! You can see why I need to remove this human from my hands. You were saying, my lord?
The congregation of the stewards saw that my kind no longer may be of use due to the accusations based on what happened. The thief portrayed me as the thief of princesses and maidens of all walks. After I was cast out, I had difficulty hunting and finding a land where I could feast without being kept out of the cities by the nation's wars. It wasn't until I found this territory, one with no seals, and home to human dogs with no countries, that I claimed my own. And on this night of peace, I feast on the pure, joyous hearts that tasted sweet to me, to make up for the bitterness I drank from those who inflicted my hardship on me. I have come to accept and learn that being settled is a lie. For one cannot simply plan to go to a new place and thrive. To think of such is considered arrogant. And now, I kill those who challenge my presence. For I vow to never be uprooted from lands I have as much right as all who were breathed by the Maker. So as a way to unleash my bitterness, I burn the lands around and offer those who challenge me.
I challenge you.
What did you say?
I challenge you for the confirmation of the ownership over me.
And why should you?
You had no backbone to show and tell the stewards and the Templars that hearers and doers are completely different matters. Do you now decide that you are like those of the rich who dragged you into their own courts for crimes that you yourself claim to be judged because that they only saw what they wished to see?
You now have my full attention.
The stewards, mostly humans in general, are quick to speak, but now slow in following through with their actions. How many times have you yourself heard those of the Maker say to those less fortunate, "Go in peace, be full and content," or "Hold on to the Maker, he'll be with ya," with no follow-through on such matters? Never knew that oaths without confirmation are dead. Let yeses be yeses, and noes be noes.
Oh, this is interesting, my dear. Those who neglect those people are no more than when a man looks at himself as he passed by a mirror, only to forget about the image that hers is plain as night and day. Ultimately, they will only destroy themselves. Cursing the Maker for the muck and mire they are in.
But you are wrong.
What?
The Maker cannot be tempted, nor tempt. For in the end, we are all responsible for the actions we play and the roles we never followed through doing.
And what would you do with creatures like us, Miss Rams?
Yes, I am curious myself. What would you do to me, tainted Artisan Steward?
Well, I know that I cannot be associated with those outside of Niard.
So you would allow those who are suffering to drown, while you stay on the shores of your security? To neglect the demands of your definitive Maker, and serve only the thoroughbred of the high and powerful, while the poor wayfaring ones like me suffer and die after being told, go there and be neglected.
I would wish to serve those who have been casted out, who were lost, and are still to this day wayfaring. Even those of my own kind that are drowning in their own self-inflicted muck and mire. For redemption will sing more songs of praises for my favor, if that is followed through, when given the chance.
So, you have come not to kill me. You hope to serve me to redeem. What are the terms, O ostracized one? How do you wish to win a chance at life?
He suggested a little game of cat and mouse. Give her a reasonable head start and track her based on the traits of humans that always lead you to find them inevitably.
Wait! What? That was not what I was referring to.
30 heartbeats times 4 human. If I were you, I would run.
You heard his magnificence. Run.
I say before we summon Barnabas's guests, we need to have some last-minute advice. Lad?
You must seek and lead the dragon to a doorway. Only then can you kill him with a human weapon of ironwood.
Yes. Yeah, I see what you mean, Lassie. That scouting post should work. But we have no weapons. Wait, you want to make a spear? With my staff? Wait. I see what you mean. It is made out of ironwood, the only wood that is more lethal to a spirit or an immortal than any ash wood I know. Laddie, how good are you at carving? And also, how do you feel if I ask for that spirit of yours for last-minute advice?
Like the rich who abuse the poor, be not like them, for they think to get away with the evil within them. Nothing is true is always.
No magic, just a warrior's skill. Don't go near me just yet. Remember our treaty.
Just wanted to heighten the thrill of the chase, my dear. It's been so long since I had fun with you. You're more exciting than your ancestors.
If you turn on us during this chase, I'll turn the ironwood on you after the dragon.
Even on to Barnabas? You must be truly desperate to expose those hypocrites, no matter the cost.
Shut up and run! Don't trust on me just yet, you worm. Hold on to it, Lassie! Hold on! I gleaned his memories, lad. His essence and memories are now in this orb for the council to analyze and record. And now, Sergius, return Dr. Newcastle to us.
Oh, but we were having so much fun, my dear. Fine. Until we meet again, my pet. Is he?
Yes, my dear friend. It is done. Look.
By the Maker's mane. It worked. On the contrary, lass, don't tell me that you had a shade of doubt about me.
We all made it. Doubts and all. Before we take this head to the king, Let's see what the dragon said is true. You two, touch this orb with Barnabas and me. For the projection of the mind, of course. Now come on.
And after all my dear sister has done for you?
Who are you that you would stand against my kind?
One who dares to seek and to ask all who are cast out and ridiculed without a chance to prove their accusers wrong.
Always trying to sound wise and romantic. No wonder you're still single, Andres.
How am I supposed to thrive if you barricade me from my prey?
Humans are too tainted for your needs. I heard the stone forests are filled with organic and rich flows and stocks of the essence. Even the people of the territory be rarely missed.
What are your gains from all of this?
Peace for you, and open possibilities for a new world. Use the boiling and burning chaos to turn dormant affairs into a revolution.
I don't know. Never seen them before. Yet, this poor lizard of a worm is a creature that wasn't lying about being tricked, resulting in his exile. In the meantime, let's take this head and display it to the king. Hey, lad. Yeah, come here. This was your kill. Carry it with pride.
Achieved. One must seek beyond the shores and towers, and go to the deep to save those from the